Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Let's talk about Sphere, your runner for tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got two runners tomorrow. Sphere is in the first race. Unfortunately, she didn't get a chance to have a race this season because once the rain, last race it rained and her race got cancelled, and once she got withdrawn at the gates. But she'll run a decent race. I hope she comes out and wins. But only thing being her first run in Pune.
Yeah.
But she should run a good race.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning.
Let's talk about your first runner for tomorrow, that is CAPRIFLA.
16th October, Sunday, I have the CAPRIFLA running the first race with Mushal Munde.
Yeah.
This horse has done nothing worthwhile to mention. So I hope he does something.
Okay.
I hope he speaks a surprise to us.
Okay, all right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How's it going for you? Big day races today.
Yes, lots of rain here in Pune today.
Yes.
Let's hope it clears up in the afternoon.
Absolutely. Let's start with your first runner, sir, today. That's Sakapa.
Zakapa has been very consistent this season, and I expected him to run a big race. I'm unable to compare form with number 1 Tufan and Mariala.
Okay.
Both these horses are difficult to compare with him, but on his own, he is working well, feeling well, and I think I like him. And God willing, he should win.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, let's talk about Phenom, your first runners for the races today.
He's running after a long layoff. He had a slight setback, but he's working pretty well,
Okay.
and he should give a bold show.
Okay, and do you think there has been any change in track work or in their fitness or change in any equipment?
Yeah, he's got a bit more fitter than Bangalore for sure.
Okay.
Bangalore was not very good for him, but he has improved.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very good track work. So
Okay.
he should just reproduce the same in the race, and he should run a bold show.
Okay.
Yeah. The horses to beat there, you could say, would be Prania,
Yeah.
and there's one more there, Claudius. Claudius. These two are the ones who to watch out for. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
The second race, I have a horse called Fancy Nancy. She's on the decent race last time. She didn't play full at the gates. But I sorted her gate manners.
Yeah.
I have a horse, Claudius to beat.
Okay.
Anthony
Any
Anthony Rajna is my horse.
okay, so any change of equipments for Fancy Nancy or kept the same?
Same.
I've got two runners, High Spirit and Turesi, out of which High Spirit has been working very well, but this is a very tough set of horses. There's Claudius, which is a very nice and very decent horse, and Phenom. All these horses are, I think, of a little better level, but I expect her to perform well. And so do I expect my Turesi to perform well, because she is showing a lot of class, but yet to show it in a race. So I think maybe, God willing, she could run well.
Okay, all right. So of course, chances as high as making the board, sir.
I would say Turesi could place.
Okay. Moving on, we have My Princess. First time she won, and then later on she came 5th and 6th. So, what is your thoughts on this, and why did this happen?
My princess, she's a very nice filly. She's a small filly and light filly. Last time she got in the gate, she got bump and she was a little hyper that time. And after that, she worked well, and she's running tomorrow. She has a very good chance to win this race.
Okay, all right. And track work also looks good.
She worked well. She eat well. I think she has a very decent chance to win
Good
tomorrow.
chance.
Yeah,
And, you like your horse, or is there anybody else you like?
I like my horse.
Okay.
Yeah, in this.
Alright.
Yeah, I like her.
Thank you for talking to us.
Third race, I've got three runners, Lightning Blaze with Joy Chunai. She's still not showing any form at the moment, but we hope she's does a little better now.
Okay.
Then I've got Mighty Thunder with Mustaki Malam. I think he's got a very good chance here.
Okay.
He has to beat number 1, My
My
Princess.
Princess. All right.
And MIRAE is a very fast filly. 6 may be a little too long for her.
Okay.
And my other runner is Tucson, who's been a disappointment so far.
Yeah.
But now he's been gelded. But this is his first run after gelding. I just hope he runs.
That should be beneficial, sir.
I think so,
Yeah.
and I think he'll run a good race.
Who else to look out for in this field, sir? For
Tucson's race.
Yes.
Tucson's race, there are two good horses. My Princess is the horse, I think, is the good horse. Lady Di is also there. And Mighty Thunder is also there. But My Princess is the horse everybody will have to beat. Yeah.
Okay, sir. All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you, sir, for talking to us. Thank you.
Fourth race, I have Northern Singer with Joy Chinoy. I think she has just about a chance.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Okay, let's talk about Divine Thoughts, sir. Decent third behind Liam and Tyrone Black. And, the horse should only come up from this set. This also doesn't seem like a very strong set. And also, of course, there was an issue with the saddle, if I'm not wrong, sir.
Yeah, that's correct. Last time I got the faulty saddle. The saddle is not slipped, but the saddle, because of the faulty saddle, the saddle is gone little front. But I feel and I think the saddle was faulty and the saddle is not slipped. First thing. Second thing, I am running in the 1 week race because of the big day and the derby day. Because of that, I am running. Now, I am not giving her much work to her. Today only I enter her. She is well, fresh and everything good. And she eating well. I think she has a decent chance tomorrow.
Okay.
Only thing, she's running in 1 week.
Yes.
And she's a strong filly. I think she has a decent chance tomorrow.
Decent chance. So, top 2, top 3, what is your take, sir?
In first, she will run 1, 2, 3, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And any other threat in this field, sir, for you, for Divine Thoughts?
1, 2 horses they are fencing, but I like my horse.
You like your
Yeah.
horse. Of course. Thank you so much for talking to us, sir.
I have another horse there called Alpine Star who won that day.
Yes,
I am fancying him again today with Divine Thoughts because the weight difference is quite a bit.
okay.
And taking advantage of that, I hope I can perform the same as I did last time.
Absolutely.
Prince Igor, like I told you last time, is still getting his act together. He'll take a little time.
Sir, fifth race, you've got Iron Age. Now, of course, he's won a 7 furlong last time, in spite of your horse being a crack 6 furlong horse. He's also being very finicky. So, if the race doesn't go his way, you also have Enigma to take on. So, your thoughts on this?
Yes, he's not finicky. He's a very straightforward horse. You see, he likes things going his way. Yes, on 2 occasions, when he cut pace with other horses, he just ran in the ruck. He's a very genuine horse. He's the star of the stable. He's won 16 races, out of which half of them are group races. And I think he'll take a lot of beating here.
Okay.
He's
Anyone else to look out for in this?
Yeah, there's Market King and Enigma. Of course, there are Market King and Enigma. They're also good sprinters. Enigma has beaten him in Bombay, and Market King is also won a record timing. He's also a good horse. So it's a 3-way contest. But I hope I win.
Yes. So, of course, good chances for Iron Age.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay. Fast Train. So, tell us what's happening with Fast Train.
He has improved from his last run. He had run a 7 furlong race, the Turf Club Trophy,
Yeah.
and he should give a bold show too.
Okay.
He's worked very well, and Iron Age is the horse, obviously, to beat there.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
And anything else about Fast Train? You think it's going to make the board, and what are its chances? 1, 2, 3, what?
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Yeah?
Hoping.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Fingers
good
crossed.
chance there. Thank you so much for talking to us. So let's talk about Cœur de Lion, of course, who's running the Betway Pune Derby. Of course, he was an impressive winner last time out. That was a class 4, and this is a big jump. Can you tell us what makes him a grade 1 horse?
I'll tell you what, his first win was very impressive in Bombay. He left the field cold, and he did the same in Pune. In between, he had a lot of problems and issues. He had shins, he had a splint, and he was taking time coming into hand, and he was, he was hanging in. So we had to remove the blinkers, like I told you last time. We changed the bit. We did a lot of experiments, and now he seems to have come right.
Yes.
He comes from a family of staying horses. Sweeping Star is the daughter of Sweeping Success, who had won the Indian Oaks. So I don't think staying would be a problem for him. Now, as to whether he will take these horses on, these horses are all meeting for the first time now. And let's see. Let the better horse win now, I would say.
Yeah.
And whoever stays best. And that's good luck to all of them.
But if you had to take any one threat's name, who would it be?
I would say it will be very difficult. See, if you go through the field, Diff is a very consistent horse. Last time, I think he set off the pace, and he didn't like that very much. Emperor Roderick, I have nothing to say about him. He's a very good horse. Fortunate Son also ran the mile and a quarter last time, first time, and he's coming up. I don't know much about Kala Mitsi because she's not a horse from our station. Wall Street, a winner first time out again, which is a very impressive. And over that trip, Dangerous has placed in the classics in Bangalore already, so she has a form written out for her. King's Ransom, also a classic winner. I think all these horses have got form on them. There's no single horse running in this race who doesn't have form. Yes.
But, of course, Cœur de Lion stands a good chance.
Yes, he does, and everyone else would be also praying for their own horses. It's a derby after all.
Of course. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, so you've got two runners at the derby today, starting with Diff. He's clearly one who stays very well. What do you think is your race strategy?
Well, so he won his first race impressively. That was over 1800 meters. The next outing, I thought he was caught short on experience. He was all over the place. It was obviously an open company race. And by the time he got his rhythm and got going, the race was over. But he finished a nice second, finishing on. So stamina is not a problem. He's gone the distance. I've given him a mock race after that just to sort of sharpen him up and, get him a little more educated in terms of racing. He is an immature horse and he's coming into his own now. He's definitely going to put up a much better show than he did last time. And I'm quite confident that he'll put up a bold show. Trevor rides him. He's very happy with the horse. In canters and all, he's very laid back. But as soon as he gets onto the track, he just wakes up and he means business. So Trevor's quite confident. He's a guy who's working him every day and he has an idea of how well the horse is doing. So, we're quite hopeful.
Okay, so you think this distance will suit him, and of course, the fact that you did the mock race would also help, because as you said, he's just starting out.
Yeah, so the mock race, definitely, it was a mock race over a mile. I just wanted to sharpen him up a bit. The distance is not a problem. He is a long distance horse and he just keeps going. So I just wanted him to, sort of get a little speed into him. So that's why we gave him a mock race over a mile. I think that sharpened him up and he's quite alert and fresh. And he would have matured after his last race and the mock race. So I'm hoping for the best.
Okay, and who are your dangers? It's the derby after all.
Well, I would imagine Emperor Roderick, he won the SA Poonawalla Million, King's Ransom, she finished second in the Bangalore Derby. Overall, it's a really nice set of horses running, because I thought Wall Street, he's just a winner of one race in one start, but he won impressively. He's looking nice. Cœur de Lion won impressively over a mile. Kala Mitsi, first start over here without having a run on this track. She's come and finished third in the SA Poonawalla. So I think it's a really nice, nicely balanced, well-balanced field, and may the best horse win. Okay, lovely. So of course, chances for Diff of making the board 1, 2, 3, or what's your take? I'm quite confident that he will run well. So just hoping for the best. All right. Okay. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, so you have Emperor Roderick. Now, he seemed to toss his head over a mile last time out, and considering that his dam and so far she has only had sprinters. Now, are you convinced he'll see out the trip, and who do you think you have to beat in this race?
Well, I think he'll get the mile and a quarter. He's by Roderick O'Connor. So he should get the mile and a quarter. I don't see a problem. And he really went off in front through the race last time is because the pace became a bit slow. And he enjoyed it. So he has a high cruising speed, so there was no real reason for him to sit at the back. And I think he'll get this mile and a quarter. He'll run a big race. He's very well. He's a small sort of horse which is suited to this track. And fingers crossed.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Of course, the big day today, sir, the Derby. You've got Fortunate Son running now. Very impressive. Like, he won the Class 4 very well, but couldn't tackle the older horses in Class 3. What do you think would be difficult for him in this race?
Older horses older horses were Botero and Rasputin, who are confirmed stayers, and they are good horses. They are actually class 2 horses, and I was taking them on. I had thrown him into the deep end, and to see whether he really stays or he just won a maiden race for 2000 meters that doesn't qualify him to run the derby. So I threw him at the deep end, and he has performed pretty well. He stayed on well, and I'm pretty pleased with that run. Though he was second, he kept on going. So I'm sure that he'll stay the distance. He's a tough horse. He's taking the races very well, and he's working well. All is well with him. Nothing. Now let's see how it goes with the better class horses. Like King's Ransom and all these horses. They are better class. They've already run group races. So I'm taking them on. Let's see how it goes.
All right. So you would say your probable threat could be King's Ransom or anybody else also?
King's Ransom is there. There are some other the other colts are there which are very well bred and improving all the time, like Wall Street. So it's an open race. It's an open race, and it depends upon which horse is suited with this going.
Yes.
That's the main thing.
Did we have a fairly decent chance for Fortunate Son, sir?
I think he'll run a good race. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's a battle hardy chap, and he'll fight with anyone.
Okay.
That's one thing I can rely on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for talking to us, and all the best for the derby, sir.
Welcome.
Good morning, sir. You've got Kala Matsi running at the derby tomorrow. You have a kilo and 4 length to make on Emperor Roderic, and have to defend a 3.5 length verdict on Dangerous with a 1.5 kilo disadvantage. Your thoughts on doing both, sir?
If it was all mathematics, then everybody would have been a multimillionaire. It's not mathematics. It's about how the race is run, the condition, the underfoot conditions, how the horses feel well. Having said that, I think the horse there to beat is King's Ransom. So whatever mathematics everyone is going to apply, I think that's the horse, because I think the summer form is very good form. The summer form, the horses that ran the summer derby are, I think, probably better than most of the other horses all over the country, with all due respects to all the other horses. So like I said, it's not all about mathematics, and I think our horse has done well. He's had a feel of this track. He's done a good race. He's been working well, and we're just hoping for the best.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. All the best to you. The Derby day and Wall Street is in contention. Tell us, he's been an impressive winner, but his form is yet to be proved. So tell us why you believe he will overcome his lack of experience to win this.
He was a very impressive winner for the first time out, ran a 3-year-old in a 1.25 mile race. And he won very well. He's a very well-bred horse, and I strongly believe that he stays very well. And he has the class. His only thing is that his race is coming a bit early with the lack of experience to him. But we are hoping for the best, keeping our fingers crossed.
Yes, and anyone else to look out for in this field, because it's, of course, a very tough field.
King's Ransom is the horse which is a good form from Bangalore Derby. I think everybody has to beat that horse.
Okay. Your next runner for the Derby is Dangerous. So, we hear she may have been under the cloud the last time out in the million. You think she's back to her best, and how far do you think she's going to go?
Well, she was, I was preparing her for the Hyderabad 1000 guineas. She was supposed to go and run there, but she spiked a fever for a day, and then she was a little dull after that, so we cancelled that program and we rerouted her to the SA Poonawalla million. She was looking well and she worked nicely, but a fever always takes a bit out of the horse, and I couldn't get a mock race in as well. So she was running for the first time after a long layoff in Pune without a prep run or a mock. So, I thought that she was a little lethargic out of the gates, and, she was caught wide all the way, and that really cost us, any sort of chance that we had in the million. She has improved after that. She has come on. She's stronger. She's worked well. She's very fresh. And CS Jodha, who rides her practically every day, is quite happy with her. And I also feel that, as she's maturing, she needs a bit of a trip. She's bred to stay. And I think the 2000 meters is right up her alley. Even better than a mile. And unfortunately, we've only been able to keep her at a mile till now. So this is the first time she's going over the trip. But I don't think that's a cause of worry. And she has previous form beating King's Ransom twice now, in Bombay and in Bangalore. She's run well, so I'm hoping that she comes back to her best and puts her best foot forward in the derby.
Yes, all right. Thank you so much and all the best to you.
Thank you.
Yes, and then you also have King's Ransom. She certainly got the most compelling form coming into this race and possibly the genuine grade 1 horse here. How well is she considering that she hasn't raced since the Bangalore Derby, sir?
She's well. She's not a filly that requires a lot of work. I've had a mock race and we had a slight setback in between, so I couldn't run her because she was under some treatment. But I think she's really well, and yes, you're right, she has good form. But I don't think this track is really suited to her, as she needs a longer straight and she takes a while to sort of get into stride. So that's the only thing that I'm a little worried about is, the short straight that may not suit her.
Okay. Otherwise, the chances...
Very well. She's very well. She's looking well. She's just come back after a canter.
Yeah.
So all's well. So let's see how the race pans out. It's a smallish field, so maybe luck will shine on her and she'll come through.
Yes, all right. All the best to you. Thank you. So let's talk about Expedition now. How's the track work looking for Expedition, and if there has been any change of equipment or any change in fitness?
Expedition is the filly with temperament. She was withdrawn last time out. She misbehaved herself in the starting gate. Though I have changed few things in the training part of it, she's behaving herself right now, and I'm hoping she races well.
Yes, all right. And anyone else to look out for in this field?
It's a very open field.
Open field, you wouldn't know. Okay, thank you for talking to us. One, we've got Count the Wins.
Yeah, I've got Count the Wins running in the 7th race. At the moment, we're just counting the pennies.
Okay.
No dollars coming our way.
Okay.
Let's hope he doesn't.
Yeah, you never know, it might spring a surprise tomorrow.
Yeah, not over a 5, not over a 5.
Okay.
I've got Turmeric Tar, drawn 6 with Mustaqim Alam. I have just one horse, in my opinion, to beat, Jet Typhoon.
Okay, all right. And any change of equipments or anything different for Turmeric Tar?
No, she's a very old horse. Now too late to change anything.
Okay. She knows what she's doing, yeah.
Yes.
And then in the last race, I have a horse called Indian Crown. Anthony Raj rides her. And last time, unfortunately, she had a nosebleed. And she's well. She's running in her own set age group race. She's got a horse called Ruiz Centaur.
Yes,
and
Ruiz Centaur.
that's horse to beat.
Okay, and the track work looks fine.
She's well, very well.
She's well. So you think there are chances of it making the board?
Yeah, wearing the crown. Yes, Indian crown.
Lovely. Okay, sir, hoping to see the crown. Thank you.
8th race, I've got Remy Red, and he had a bad start last time. I'm running him a 1400, but he's come across, and this is a little stronger field. There are 2 horses, Rue de Saint Honore and Tarzan, who both come in, and Mysterious Girl could be the upset here. Okay. So it would be a 4-way race, in my opinion.
All right.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir, and all the best.
Thank you.